Hi, I'm Rob, and this is the Saturday spoilers, the unedited spoilers, the spoilers where all the little mistakes get left in, if the doorbell goes, if I have a cough, if I fumble over my words. It's just going to get left in, and then that's it. And anyway, so let's start off by looking at the weekly event troop, Zhang Wu, which is in the shop right now. Make sure you've got it. Even if you don't think you're going to use it, give yourself armor to an ally, and itself then enchants and barriers them both. So yeah, not too shabby, but not too great either. But of course, I just get it anyway. And next week we're going to crack on with the campaign. I say crack on because you don't do the weekly tasks anymore. It's kind of a thing that kind of does itself a bit. Like these campaign tasks seem really easy. I'm not really, I haven't actually played the game too much, done a moderate amount, but I've nearly finished it without actually trying. So these are, really worth picking up because some good rewards here as well. Book of Deeds, not bad. Yeah, some okay stuff here. But the campaign task, it's 57 days still to do it. Plenty of time. I've barely scratched the surface, only on stage 20, but the rest will get done. I don't think it's anything to particularly rush about unless you really want to open up this mythic, for example, which sounds pretty decent to be fair. Anyway, let's carry on with the spoilers. Guild Wars happening next week. Seems to have come around really quick again, doesn't it? It's like, wow, only seems to be like very recently. It was just doing last Guild Wars. Let me know what you think about Guild Wars in the comments. Now you've had a few goes of it. Do you prefer it to the other version? Or is it still lacking behind because there's a few things they still got to refine, like actually seeing how well your defense is doing, seeing the battles your guild has played and things like that. Is that stuff that's going to get added into the game eventually? Or are they leaving that stuff out on purpose because some people got embarrassed about their Guild Wars scores and things like that? And it's like, you can't win. It's like some things like that they're going to include, and then people don't like it because you can see their scores. If they've done bad, everyone gets to see it, and not a lot of people like that. If you don't put that stuff in, then basically it leaves the game feeling a little bit empty and a little bit lacking in strategy because you can't see how well your defense was doing. You can't see if people done bad, so they need a bit of assistance with team help and things like that. It's like, yeah. Let me know in the comments what you think of Guild Wars, because I think everyone's going to be a bit different on this one. Anyway, what's the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Outlaws are wanted. Do you see? Anyway, Monday we do the triple header video, whatever, the 3-in-1, where it's the Soulforge video, the event team video, and the Underspire video all at the same time, one after the other. But we'll start off with the spoiler video. No, it won't. This is the spoiler video. See? It'll start off with the Soulforge video, where I'll go over the Soulforge, telling you what I think are the best weapons and indeed the best troops to craft from there. And at the end of that video will be the Underspy video, and I'm pressing all sorts of wrong buttons at the moment. This is hilarious, but it is what it is. Underspy video will be at the end of that one, in the last like 5 or 6 minutes of it, because it's usually kind of similar to the event team in a way, dependent upon restrictions, but either way it will be there. And Monday we have a new set of epic trials, and the epic trials are going to be in Zulkari. Where's that? It's down here, isn't it? There it is. Yeah, so Zulkari. No need to make another epic trials video on it though, because these are definitely worth doing. So make sure you do them, get them all finished if you can. But just go to my channel, put in epic trials Zulkari, and you will find a strategy to hopefully get that done nice and easily. And Zulkari is the Kingdom of the Week, which basically means you can take advantage of this by taking a look and seeing if you've got any troops which you're missing. You see this here, event chests. Right now it's Chantang. From Monday that was changed to Zulkari, and when you open those event chests you can only get troops from that kingdom. So what you can do, you can actually take a look at Zulkari in the kingdom. Yeah, it's going to be the easiest skill stop of all time, and you can go to show all or unowned, anybody you're missing. I like to go to show all, and you can have a little look down there. If anybody's greyed out, it means you are missing that troop. So by opening your event chests next week, you may pop open somebody that you're missing, with a couple of caveats. Let's take a look and scroll up. Let's see if we can find any, because the ones from the Underworld you have to get from the Underworld, and you can tell they're from the Underworld because it will say the Underworld faction underneath their name, like Matron Valeni here. It says Aldrazor and Zulkari. That means you cannot get her from here, you have to get her from the Underworld, from Aldrazor. And any other restrictions? Not sure. Let's put the mythics to the top and see what mythics you may get next week. Like Arachnian Weaver, Arc Proxy Avendra, absolutely amazing. Mandragora, don't use that one much, but yeah, it's alright. But Arc Weaver, that'd be a good troop, wouldn't it? Arc Weaver, that's a cross between Arc Proxy Avendra and Arachnian Weaver. I want an Arc Weaver. Yes, an Arc Weaver troop would be awesome. But anyway, I digress. Arachnian Weaver and Arc Proxy Avendra in particular are both very, very good. Still love me a bit of Arachnian Weaver. Really good at restricting enemies without webbing all enemies, reducing their magic to 0, which means their spell power gets massively reduced. You can't get Belsa from here though. You have to craft that in a different way. That's one of the special dragons you get with the eggs. So do bear that in mind. Right, so we've got that little bit out of the way. Main event next week is the Tower of Doom. I'll be doing a Tower of Doom video in that Monday video after the Soulforge review. Let's take a look at this troop we can get, the Scroll Weaver. Weave some scrolls. Not quite sure that should be damaging. Oh, it's not damaging. That's quite clever, I suppose. Converts 6 gems of a chosen colour to webbed gems, then creates 4 more webbed gems. So that's alright. You can actually take a look at that. Webbed is a really, really good trait, reducing the affected troops' magic to 0, normally massively restricting how much damage they do in the case of the dragons like Stellarix and things like that. Really, really good. Damage to all troops like Gobtruffle, Queen Bee get massively affected too. So yeah, convert 6 gems of a chosen colour to webbed gems. So you can take a look at that first, see if you're going to get some matches. Preferred 4 match to get an extra turn at the same time. But even if not, you can still wing it a bit sometimes, because it then creates 4 more webbed gems. So you may actually get the effect of that anyway. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. 25% chance to create a web gem when my turn begins is pretty nifty as well. So this is a really nice addition actually to the webbed mechanic in the game. If you like to web enemies and your team is based around that, then this actually could be pretty useful. I'm actually quite liking the sound of this. Anyway, my Tower of Doom team will be in that Monday video. May use, well, we'll probably use that troop, but we'll have to have a look. Anyway, Tuesday we have a faction assault in Aldrazor. Let's pop into the Underworld and find Aldrazor. There it is. As ever, always work on the Underworld. Don't ignore it. It's so easy to ignore it and pretend it doesn't exist because it's a little bit annoying in places. But there are videos to every single faction to how to get these done, both with the normal team and using the faction team. So no reason not to get it done unless you really hate it with a passion, which I know a lot of people do, but it's worth doing. Try and get it to level 2,500 in each one if you can, because then your total renown right now, the way the game is, will be 95,000, and then you get those global stats to every single troop in the game, plus 4 attack in my case, plus 9 life, plus 8 armor, plus 2 magic, and it makes a difference. It really does. And it's like, once it's done, and you ain't got to do it no more until a new faction comes along, and then you'll have so much stuff you'll whiz through it in like 1 or 2 days, and then you ain't got to worry about it again until the next one comes up. And yeah, get it done. It's totally worth doing. Wednesday we have a pet rescue, Avenger's Tome. This is gonna be another really easy skill stop, isn't it? Pets. Do it that way. Yeah, there it is. So Avenger's Tome, really good with Arc Proxy Avendra, plus 5 skill points to Arc Proxy Avendra at the maximum level. So again, make sure you get this. If you've not got that on Mythic level yet, just get it done. Another thing, it's all little things like this in the game which make each player just that little bit more powerful all the time. Thursday we have a class trial. And where's that? We have a class trial. Oh, I think I was right there and I thinking pressed a button and shouldn't have done. Anyway, it's Orbeaver. Really good class this. One of the essential ones to get up to a mythic level. Mythic level? What am I talking about today? Am I on drugs? No, I'm not on drugs. I'm not on anything. I'm doing this fast thing where basically for the last about a week now, last 4 or 5 days, I forget what it's called, but there's basically an effect, a fasting effect. If you, like, I have my last bit of food at 8 p.m. at night, and I used to have breakfast in the morning, usual sort of time, between 8 and 9 a.m. So you're kind of technically not eating for 12 hours, but you kind of have, because I have tea after that until maybe 10 o'clock at night, and because I have milk in my tea, that technically classes as food, so it's not actually fasting. But anyway, this really simple fasting technique I'm trying, because it's just healthier for you and things like that. You just don't have anything but water from, say, 8 o'clock at night when I've finished my dinner and I've had my dessert or whatever, and you don't eat anymore. So just water from that moment onwards until, say, lunchtime. If I hold off my lunch till 2 p.m. rather than 1 p.m, that's 18 hours. And it's a really good benefit to where it actually gets rid of negative things in your body, which is pretty much the only way to get rid of some of these things, apparently. I forget what the actual term is, autography or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but it sounds good. I'm trying it. I'm just had nothing but water today again. Got another 2 hours to go before I can have my lunch. And I'll have a normal sized lunch and a nice cup of tea for a change. So I'm actually drinking more water than tea, which is very strange for me. Anyway, what was I talking about? I said something stupid, didn't I? And that made me digress onto that. But anyway, Nature Heart, gain 1 life for each green ally. Thank you very much. What the hell am I on? Mana Shield, immune to Mana Burn, Mana Drain, and Mana Steal. Familiar. 34% chance to summon a giant spider when I take damage. Take damage. Yes, just get hit, take damage. You can get a spider thingy. Talent trees are good as well. Gloom. You can have Gloom. You can have gain attack. You can have web a random enemy when I summon. Shadow Scales. Perfect aim. Root trap always good. Oh, pardon me. Nature's Aura, Dusk's Aura, depending upon what you start with. Stealthy always good. Cannot be targeted. Oh god, by spells. How can water give me hiccups and burps and stuff? I've literally oops, I've just bashed the microphone. It's all gone wrong today. I've literally had no calories at all since 8 p.m. last night. It's now 20 past 11 a.m. the following day. I've had 0 calories. I've just slurped a little bit of water. How is it making me burp and stuff? I suppose it doesn't have to take calories to actually make you burp if you've ingested fluid that can cause that. All allies start with 15% mana is good. If you've already got like a 50% start or a Medal of Honor, you pick something different like that. And Rising Shadows, always good when that comes out and surprises people and just kills them just because you got lucky. Happy days. Right, and Friday it is Guild Wars, the Wars of the Guild variety. Like I say, let me know in the comments what you think about Guild Wars and its new iteration. Do you prefer it to the old one? You know, I like the thing about the whole getting to the palace thing. That's actually pretty cool, and it does open up some pretty interesting defense tactics about where you place your troops and how you go about trying to stop the enemy team. But what I don't like is not seeing how well my defense done. Don't like seeing if people in the guild have played their battles or not. You got to just trust them sometimes, or ask for a screenshot and things like that. And you know, you got to, yeah. So yeah, there's good and bad things about it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. But there it is. There's the spoiler video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful or helpful, found it a bit pound it sounds a bit wrong. Found it a bit mental because I think I've been off on one today. I don't know what's going on considering I've had no calories. But there it is. There's a video. If you enjoyed it, do the like, do the subscribe, do the share, all that malarkey, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.